I've uncovered a deep dark lie on the wiki for this game. They've credited the production of this game incorrectly, so I've had to rip out my old booklet here from 20 plus years ago to properly give credit to the good people at Semi-Logic Entertainment, and most importantly, the lead programmer, Tim Raines. And although I'm sure he's a great programmer and everything, this game sucks. All right, and I have so much nostalgia for this game. Like I played around, like my Nana's computer for hours and hours when I was a kid. I mean, granted, it was the only game her computer could play. It still doesn't exempt my hatred for this game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So let's go ahead and start with the good things about this game. The custom tracks, which we're gonna hop right into immediately. It's vastly different from the last game. You have way more to choose from, and as you can actually kind of see, it's all rendered in 3D. Everything's 3D. I remember just creating custom track levels and just simply driving around for hours upon hours. Because in quotes, it is open world, in quotes. Because if you wanted to, you can just drive off the track. Like, you don't have to stay on the track for any reason. I can just go in an empty field. Right? Why not? Right? And that's really about it. That's the only thing they changed for this game. That's the only part of the formula they changed. And instead of, making the entire game 3D, which they well could have, because they developed this for being, the game. They developed this for the custom tracks, but instead they just didn't do it. They didn't do any of that. They just stick to the same old, which doesn't really make any sense. But whatever. It's whatever works. I'm just saying you could have had a better game. It could have been amazing. It could have been amazing. It could have been 10 out of 10, revolutionary, entirely revolutionary. But no, it's just the same. So, of course, once again, same as last game, we have the quick play and the championship game mode. The quick play menu looks nicer. Yay. But let's go ahead and go to the tournament mode. And that's where they showed you, where I show you, you actually have 4 stats now, instead of 3. So you have acceleration, traction, top speed, handling. Groundbreaking, right? But it's not good whatsoever, because as you can see here, you actually have slightly more control over the car on the track, and because they added you can choose 2 directions. This only happens like twice in the game where you can choose your directions. But you have technically more control of the car. And let me just tell you, it is a bad thing. It's a horrible thing. The amount of times I've crashed due to just it being too sensitive or not sensitive enough is insane. Like, I crash again and again, and again. It's not good the way they changed the handling. I'm all for having, like, the traction stat and everything like that. I think that's really cool if it actually mattered. You can choose any car you want on any of the tracks. You're going to be mostly on Hot Wheels tracks, or you're going to be, in quotes, off-road. But the traction stat doesn't matter off-road, so why even have it in the first place? Your guess is as good as mine. It took me hours to complete the actual championship game mode. I'm not going to have you guys watch hours of me completing the championship game mode. I'll go ahead and let you guys see little tidbits of me failing again and again. So I'm gonna go ahead and put up me actually leading the tournament game mode. You've already seen me crash a lot on the first level and on the levels throughout. But I'm just gonna put in some clips of just completing everything. While that's running, let me go ahead and explain how much I hate the music in this game. I absolutely, utterly despise it, right? The first game had some absolute bangers. This one is just plain outright annoying. I don't know how else to describe it other than this does not meet the vibe of the game whatsoever. Like, I now understand why my parents made me turn off the speakers when I was playing this game. It's annoying. Like, it's just the same thing over and over again. There is nothing good, fun about it. And I hate it. I'm a hater. I'm sorry. I used to love this game, and I don't know if my tastes has grown up with me or anything like that, but the music just isn't it, right? And not just the music, but when I was a kid, like, I thought this game was even better than the original. I love this game. Loved it so much. I would spend hours upon hours playing with, like, my cousins and my friends. We would all, like, sit around the computer and just take turns. What? We live in 2024. It's not the game from my childhood. It's horrible. Like, whatever they did to make the, in quotes, handling more robust needs to be reverted. It's bad. I want the original back. Give me my 3-stat system back. Faction does nothing. It does nothing in this game. And when I was, little, I was like, oh, it makes sense. It's the off-road stat. It's the off-road ability. But no, it has no bearing on the car's off-road ability. You can use any car, even something that has horrible traction, can still be fine because it's not off-road, right? And I just don't understand why they even bothered making it a 4-stat system. And once again, not only that, but instead of, completing each race in the tournament gives you a car, it's completed by tricks. Not only tricks, but they're seemingly random. So, for multiple of the cars, it's like, oh, you have to do a certain amount of flips. Oh, you have to do 3 of the same trick for this car. You have to drive backwards for this car for this amount of time, but then you have to drive backwards for this car for a certain amount of time. And it's entirely random as to which car you get. And I don't know if that was by design or whatnot, but it feels a lot less rewarding. Once again, not only that, but the first car you get, the yellow tube car, is like the best one. You don't need any other one. You don't. You really don't. Right? And they could have done something with, like, the medals, like the 3 medals, the gold, silver, and the bronze, to where, like, instead of just being the best time or whatever, you could unlock a car for getting a gold medal. Thoughts, developers? Thoughts? But no, the medals still don't do anything. It's just nothing. It's nothing. Why would it? But I'm sorry, 5-year-old me. This game fucking blows. It sucks. If I had to give it a rating, it would be a solid 2 out of 5 Hot Wheels logos. I would entirely just recommend playing the first one, and ignoring this one. Just, this one doesn't exist. Skip it. I'll be uploading another video soon about another game from my childhood, Hot Wheels Bash Arena. Stay tuned, get subscribed, otherwise you're grounded and you can't play with Hot Wheels anymore. I'm sorry. Alright, see y'all next video.